Good morning, everyone. Today, we will now be proceeding to a new lesson from another area in MAPE, the Physical Education or PE. This lesson will focus on your Module 1 in PE for the first quarter period. The topics here will all be about physical fitness, its components, and the different physical fitness tests for each component. Let us begin in discovering what physical fitness means and the different components of physical fitness. So let's first define what physical fitness is. Physical fitness is the ability of the individual to carry out daily tasks with vigor and alertness without undue fatigue. Meaning, if you are healthy and physically fit, kaya mong gawin ang daily task at activities or hobbies mo na hindi ka kaagad nakakaramdam ng sobrang pagod. Physical fitness is divided into two kinds, the health-related fitness components and the other one is the skill-related fitness components. Health-related fitness components involve exercise activities that you do to try to improve your physical health and stay healthy. While skill-related consists of fitness components that are important to succeed in skillful activities and athletic events and may not be as crucial to improve your health. Now first, let us discover the different components under health-related fitness. The first one under health-related fitness components is body composition. This is the ratio of lean body mass to body fat. You may identify your body composition by getting your BMI or body mass index. Later, I will teach you how to compute for the BMI. The second is cardiovascular endurance. This is the ability to continue training the cardiovascular system for a period longer than 20 minutes on average. This pertains to the capacity of our heart and lungs. You need to have a good cardiovascular endurance if you are into activities like jogging, dancing, or swimming. Third one is flexibility. This is the ability of a joint to move through a full range of motion. You need to have good flexibility if you are into activities like yoga or other stretching exercises. The fourth is muscular strength and endurance. This is the ability of a muscle to generate force against physical objects. In the fitness world, this typically refers to how much weight you can lift for different strength training exercises. You need to have good muscular strength and endurance if you are into activities like hiking, cycling, or weightlifting. Next, we have the skill-related fitness components. The first one under this component is what we call power. This is the amount of force the muscle can exert. You need this fitness component to be able to do activities such as weightlifting, boxing, volleyball, or long jump events. Next is reaction time. This is the ability to respond quickly to a stimuli. Having good reaction time is helpful especially if you are into sports such as badminton, basketball, volleyball, or fencing. The third one is speed. This is the amount of time it takes for the body to perform tasks. If you have good speed ability, you can try recreational activities such as running, walkathon, marathon, swimming, or cycling. Fourth is agility. This is the ability to rapidly and accurately change the direction of the whole body in space. If you have good agility, you might want to try recreational activities like badminton, table tennis, fencing, volleyball, or basketball. The fifth one is balance. This is the ability to maintain equilibrium while stationary or moving. Gymnastics is one of the recreations that requires a good sense of balance. And lastly, coordination. This is the ability to use the senses and body parts in order to perform motor tasks smoothly and accurately. Coordination is very useful in daily activities such as driving and in sports such as basketball and baseball. After learning the different physical fitness components, we will now discuss the different physical fitness tests to measure those fitness components. First one is the physical fitness test to measure your body composition. To get it, we will compute for the BMI or the body mass index. In computing this, you need your height in meters and your weight in kilograms. The formula to get this is weight in kilograms divided by height in meters squared. After computing for the BMI, you will need to classify it to know whether you are underweight, normal, overweight, or obese. Here is the list of those classifications. If the computed BMI is below 18.5, that is considered as underweight. If 18.6 to 24.9, it is normal weight. If 25 to 29.9, it is overweight. And if 30 and above, it is obese. Now, I will show you an example on how to compute the BMI. In this example, the given height is 1.54 meters and the weight is 63 kilograms. Again, the formula is weight divided by height squared. First, multiply the height by itself to get the squared product. So it will be 1.54 meters times 1.54 meters. Then you will get 2.37 meters. Now, proceed in dividing the weight by height. So it will be 63 kilograms divided by 2.37 meters. And you will get an answer of 26.58. Now, you just need to round off the answer to the nearest 0.1 decimal point. Round up only if the number beside it is 5 and above. If the number beside it is 4 or below, just get the nearest 0.1 decimal point and no need to round it off. So that's why in this example, we round off 26.58 and the final answer is 26.6 and its classification is overweight. For all the next physical fitness tests, you will be able to watch the videos on how each one is done. The first one is the 3-minute step test to measure the cardiovascular endurance. Watch the following videos to know how each tests are done.
3-minute step test. For the performer, position at least 1 foot away from the step or bench. At the signal go, step up and down the step or bench for 3 minutes at a rate of 24 steps per minute. One step consists of 4 beats, that is, up with the left foot, count 1, up with the right foot, count 2, down with the left foot, count 3, down with the right foot, count 4. Immediately after the exercise, locate your pulse and wait for the signal to start the counting. Don't talk while taking the pulse beat. Count the pulse beat for 10 seconds. Multiply it by 6. For the partner, as the student assumes the position in front of the step, signal ready and go. Start the stopwatch for the 3-minute step test. For the partner, as the student assumes the position in front of the steps, signal ready and go. Start the stopwatch for the 3-minute step test. After the test, allow performer to locate his or her pulse in 5 seconds. Give the signal to count the pulse beat. Let the performer count his or her pulse beat for 10 seconds and multiply it by 6. Scoring. Record the 60-second heart rate after the activity. Zipper test. For the performer, Stand erect. Raise your right arm, bend your elbow, and reach down across your back as far as possible to test the right shoulder. Extend your left arm down and behind your back, bend your elbow up across your back, and try to reach or cross your fingers over those of your right hand as if to pull a zipper or scratch between the shoulder blades. To test the left shoulder, repeat the same procedure with the left hand over the left shoulder. For the partner, observe whether the fingers touched or overlapped each other. If not, measure the gap between the middle fingers of both hands. Record the distance in centimeter. Scoring. Record the gap overlap to the nearest 0.1 centimeter. Sit and reach. For the performer, sit on the floor with back, head, and shoulders flat on the wall. Feet are 12 inches apart. Interlock thumbs and position the tip of the fingers on the floor without bending the elbows. Place the hands on top of the cardboard or paper where the tips of the middle fingers are at the top edge of the cardboard or paper. Start the test by pushing the cardboard or paper slowly and try to reach the farthest distance possible without bending the knees. Bouncing or jerking movement is not allowed. Do it twice. For the partner, as the performer assumes the procedure, position the 0 point of the tape measure at the tip of the middle fingers of the performer. See to it that the knees are not bent as the performer slides the farthest distance that he could. Record farthest distance reached in centimeters. Scoring. Record the distance to the nearest 0.1 centimeters. Push up. For the performer, lie down on the mat, face down in standard push-up position. Palms on the mat about shoulder width, fingers pointing forward, and legs straight, parallel, and slightly apart with the toes supporting the feet. For boys, straighten the arms, keeping the back and knees straight. Then lower the arms until there is a 90-degree angle at the elbows. Upper arms are parallel to the floor. For girls, with knees in contact with the floor, straighten the arms, keeping the back straight. Then lower the arms until there is a 90-degree angle at the elbows. Upper arms are parallel to the floor. Perform as many repetitions as possible, maintaining a cadence of 20 push-ups per minute. 2 seconds going down and 1 second going up. For the partner, as the performer assumes the position of push-up, start counting as the performer lowers his or her body until he or she reaches 90-degree angle at the elbow. Make sure that the performer executes the push-ups in the correct form. The test is terminated when the performer can no longer execute the push-ups in the correct form, is in pain, voluntarily stops, or cadence is broken. Scoring. Record the number of push-ups made.
This is the curl-up test. The purpose of this test is to assess abdominal muscular endurance. You will first place one strip of tape or Velcro on the ground. Measure a second piece of tape at 10 centimeters from the first one. Have your client lie on his or her back with their knees bent at 90 degrees with their feet flat on the floor. Have their arms fully extended by their side with palms facing down. You will align their middle finger to the first piece of tape. Client should also maintain relaxed shoulders. This is the starting position. Now set the metronome to 50 beats per minute. Signal the start of the assessment with the word go and start the timer for 1 minute. Flex the spine so the fingertips reach the second strip, then return to the starting position. Their shoulders should touch the ground. They do not need to touch their head to the ground. Repeat this for 1 minute or until the subject has attained 25 reps. The subject should breathe easily during the test. Once completed, use the norm charts to properly determine the fitness category of your client.
Basic plank. For the performer, assume a push-up position. Rest body on forearms with palms and fingers flat on the floor. Elbows are aligned with the shoulders. Legs are straight with ankles, knees, and thighs touching together. Support weight on forearms and toes. Make sure that your back is flat. Head, neck, and spine are in a straight line. Keep abdominals engaged or contracted. Do not let stomach drop or allow hips to rise. For the partner, ensure the availability of a mat or smooth flooring or anything that can protect the forearms. Give the signal go and start the timepiece. Make sure that the back of the head, neck, spine, and ankles are in a straight line. Stop the time when the performer can no longer hold the required position or when the performer has held the position for at least 90 seconds. Holding the plank position beyond 90 seconds is considered unnecessary. Scoring. Record the time in the nearest seconds or minute. Standing long jump. For the performer, stand behind the takeoff line with feet parallel to each other. The tips of the shoes should not go beyond the line. Bend knees and swing arms backward once, then swing arms forward as you jump, landing on the balls of both feet. Try to jump as far as you can. Do not control the momentum of the jump. Continuously move forward. Perform the test twice in succession. For the partner, place 0 point of the tape measure at the takeoff line. After the jump, spot the mark where the back of the heel of either feet of the performer has landed nearest to the takeoff line. Record the distance of the two trials. Scoring. Record the best distance in meters to the nearest 0.1 centimeters.
To do stick drop test, first, sit on an armchair or chair next to the table so that the elbow and the lower arm rest on the desk comfortably. Place the heel of the hand on the desk so that only the fingers and thumb extend beyond. Fingers and thumb should at least 1 inch apart. Catch the ruler with the thumb and index finger without lifting the elbow from the desk as the partner drops the stick. Hold the stick while the partner reads the measurement. Do this thrice. For the partner or facilitator, hold the ruler at the top, allowing it to dangle between the thumb and fingers of the performer. Hold the ruler so that the 12-inch mark is even between the thumb and the index finger. No part of the hand of the performer should touch the ruler. Drop the ruler without warning and let the tester catch it with his or her thumb and index finger. Record the score on the upper part of the thumb. This is the scoring for stick drop test. Record the middle of the 3 scores. For example, if the scores are 21, 18, and 19, the middle score is 19. In case where the 2 scores are the same, for example 18, 18, 25, the repeated score shall be recorded.
40-meter sprint. For the performer, at the signal ready, stand behind the takeoff line. The tips of the shoes should not go beyond the line and assume a crouch position. At the signal get set, assume an uncrouched position, buttocks up, with both hands on the starting line. At the signal go, run to the finish line as fast as you can. For the partner, Set the stopwatch to 0 point. At the signal go, start the watch and stop it as the performer crossed the finish line. Record time in the nearest 0.01 seconds. Scoring. Record the time in nearest minutes and seconds. Hexagon agility test. For the performer, stand with both feet together inside the hexagon facing the marked starting side. At the signal go, using the ball of the feet with arms bent in front, jump clockwise over the line, then back over the same line inside the hexagon. Continue the pattern with all the sides of the hexagon. Rest for 1 minute. Repeat the test counterclockwise. For the partner, start the time at the signal go and stop once the performer reached the side before the side where he or she started. Record the time of each revolution. Restart the test if the performer jumps on the wrong side or steps on the line. Scoring. Add the time of the 2 revolutions and divide by 2 to get the average. Record the time in the nearest minutes and seconds. Stork balance stand test. For the performer, remove the shoes and place hands on the hips. Position the right foot against the inside knee of the left foot. Raise the left heel to balance on the ball of the foot. Do the same procedure with the opposite foot. For the partner, start the time as the heel of the performer is raised on the floor. For the partner, start the time as the heel of the performer is raised off the floor. Stop the time if any of the following occurs. The hands come off the hips, the supporting foot swivels or moves or hops in any direction, the non-supporting foot loses contact with the knee, the heel of the supporting foot touches the floor. Scoring. Record the time taken on both feet in nearest seconds.
To test coordination, we need to do juggling. To do juggling, we need to use SIPA. Equipment. SIPA. This is a washer weighing 4 grams with 5 inches straw, or 20 pieces bundled rubber bands, or any similar local materials weighing 4 grams. This is the procedure on how to do juggling. The main objective is to hit the SIPA, rubber band, or similar local material alternately with the right and left palm upward. The height of the material being tossed should be at least above the head. For the partner or facilitator, count how many times the performer has hit the material with the right and left hand. Stop the test if the material drop on the floor or after 2 minutes. There shall be 3 trials. This is the scoring for juggling. Record the highest number of hits the performer has done. This is the scoring for juggling.
So that will be all our lesson for today for the Module 1 in PE. Reminder, please answer the activities in the links I gave to you. These are also the activities from your module, so no need to write in an answer sheet if you answered the online activity. Another reminder, deadline of answering the activity in the online link is only until 5 p.m. today. That will be all for today. Good luck in answering the online activities. I know you can do it. Thank you for listening and see you next week for the discussion of Module 2 and 3 of Physical Education.